Well, my fellow Hooties, it's been fun, but all good things must come to an end. This will be the end for this year's Dexter's Lab Month, and what an episode to talk about in the special Ego Trip, where Dexter travels through time to see the Dexter that saved the world, but things don't go as planned. But let's not hold up any more time. Let's jump in our time machines and get to travel through time and space and jump into Dexter's Lab Ego Trip. It is sure to be a special to finish the first Dexter's Lab month, so let's get started. We see Mandark sneak into Dexter's house as his parents are,
I don't think that's gonna fit.
Just a little more, dear. Got it. See, hon? I told you I could do it.
They are playing a twister. It is a family fun game for all ages. We're not making the weird comments, so let's move on. Okay. we have more important matters to get to. Mandark makes his way to Dexter's lab as he attempts to get the neuroatomic protocore as Dexter stops him in time to defeat him.
Not this, Mandark. As long as I live, you will never possess the neuroatomic protocore. I swear it.
And I swear, Dexter, for as long as I shall live, I will one day possess the neuroatomic protocore and rule the world!
How ominous. I wonder what you do after this close call. Well, what do I always do after a tiring battle for my laboratory and inventions? I tinker in my lab and cool off my jets. I have more important inventions and whatnot that I need to focus my mind on. That is not my stupid sister would not bother me, so I sent her out of my lab so she can be stupid somewhere else. But little does Dexter know that Dee Dee walks into the time machine, unknowingly setting the story in motion. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. As Dexter is tinkering with whatever, he is visited by 4 seemingly mini robots that walk right up to him, telling him that they have been sent to destroy the one that saved the future as they grow to a monstrous size. Wow, Dexter, you definitely look like you're ready to fight robot butt. Will you just stop the yapping and get back to the review? You will definitely be impressed by my display of scientific butt kicking. I activate my battle suit and take to the sky, destroying a few of them with energy disc, followed by my Dexo Transmorpher, before destroying them with my Robo Dexo 2000 to finish the battle. It is a nice callback to my previous episodes for those who are paying attention. There are a lot of them in this episode. Can you spot them all? Let me know how many callbacks you can remember in the comments, or whatever you little Hooties do in those reviews Hoots makes. Why, thank you, Dexter. That was very nice of you to engage with my fellow Hooties. Well, it is the last review of Dexter's Lab Month, so I figured, why not? After defeating the final robot, Dexter is excited to find out how amazing he became in the future. So instead of waiting for the future to happen, he travels to the future to see what happens to him. But things are a tad different than what you think they will become. I arrived to the future, but as if nothing has changed until a bunch of humans come out talking about how you have no number, and I find out that my house has been changed, and not just my house.
Boy, look at cool cars.
Wow, indeed. You can really see the pre-Samurai Jack vibes throughout this episode, especially here, but more shades of browns and yellows instead of red, pinks, and blacks. Yes, it's really cool, but let's get back to the important stuff. I am taken to my future self, where it seems I have become a sniveling coward living in my bullpen workstation. It is not the future I wanted to see myself in. Dexter, why is it that I always have to see you in your birthday suit? I don't want to see that callback. Oh. Again with the nitpicking. Just get to the part where we see who is in charge of this horrible future. Just as Dexter thinks he is in the clear of almost being late for work, he is called to the boss's office where it's revealed who Dexter's boss is.
Yo! Almost late for work again. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Such a pity.
Ew! I don't want to see that side of Mandark either. Now I see how you feel, Hoots. Not a pretty view to see from the other side of the fourth wall, huh, Dexter? Also, man, those secretaries from Mandark. What? I forgot about those ladies. You can't blame me for noticing. Okay, we'll get back to the episode. Shah! The present Dexter arrives just in time to see the public flogging of his future self, and he comes to the realization that he is the sniffling, weak wimp that he is now.
That's me.
I cannot believe that he is the future me that is supposed to save the future. I tried to get through to the shadow that was once the boy genius that you see before you, but all he can do is type at the whim of the tyrannical Mandark, that he has made him pitiful and pathetic. When I find hidden blueprints that he had made, along with the neuroatomic protocol, and I get him to remember himself and set off to the further future to see the me that saves the universe. Wow, that was amazing. I can't wait to see the future here and now that you left the protocol behind for Mandark to take. Well, you don't have to worry about that, but like you said, let's not get ahead of ourselves. You'll see why this bit is funny later on. They arrive to the further future, as it seems as the same time machine is encased in a glass display. As they see the lab has been made into a museum, but it seems the inventions are not what they seem.
What's this? Pooey. Styrofoam.
They made a cheap copies of my inventions, but we do find something funny. It seems Mandark was rendered to nothing more than a brain on a stem, as they make fun of him.
I wonder what it was that Mandark lost his head over.
Oh, I heard that too!
Oh, don't worry, fellow Hooties. You will see what it was later on. But that was still funny to hearing it again. Someone walks in and sees what the commotion is, and it's revealed that Dexter has since saved the world and gives them a ride to the future Dexter and the marvelous Dextopia.
Thanks to your marvelous invention of the neuroatomic protocol, all of your knowledge of science and technology is dispersed freely from your brain and into the brains of every inhabitant wearing the transference receptor.
Now I'm gonna need you fellow Hooties to put a pin on that, because I think I might explain something when we meet the future Dexter. They arrive and marvel at the brilliance of themselves as they ring for him, and he sounds a little old.
Oh, there's the start the great and powerful Dexter!
We have come from the past to find out how we save the future, your all-knowing presence.
Presents? I didn't know it was my birthday! I'll be right down! Who put these stairs here?
That's right, it is the return of Old Man Dexter. Not gonna lie, it's funny seeing him return, and it does make sense why he's an old man at this point. It is not funny, nor interesting in the slightest. I didn't want to see an old man. I want to see the awesome version of me saving the future. But instead, I get to see Grandpa.
What did I say about mocking old people, you little Poindexter?
Rick, what are you doing? We're in the middle of the final review for Dexter's Lab Month, and you're interrupting. Yeah, Grandpa, I wanted to go back to your early bird specials and let us get back to the review.
Oh, you're lucky I'm busy playing poker with the squad, or else I'll come over there and boot you in the stratosphere. But also, I'm watching the review live, so I'll let you get back to the episode. But don't let me catch you making fun of the future Dexter. He deserves your respect. Peace.
And now then, let us get back to the future Dexter, and let's try to ask him how it was that he was able to save the future. But does the great savior of the future give you the information that you wanted? No, all he did was just to babble and tell me that he had no idea what I was talking about, as if he don't even remember what even happened.
Who? What? Hello? Hi! Stop it. What? Hello? Hi! Hey! Stop it. What? Hello? Stop it!
Now let's get back to what I was talking about with the transference receptors. That might be because since his intelligence was transmitted to the people of Dextopia, that it took it from him. Or maybe he's just being senile and old. I don't know, it's just something I wanted to give a brief hoot in the dark about. Well, now that you are done with the random babbling, let us get back to the review. After failing to get any information, I took my future selves back to the point where the cool version of me saved the future, not before a funny callback.
I'm in! Thanks, Billy!
Let's hope you guys find the right time. I don't know if future you has enough sick bags for the trips. We do make it to the right time, but the lab is utterly destroyed. Oh, I think I might know what happened to my future inventions. My poor beautiful inventions. Dexter and Dexters make their way up as they find that the world has been destroyed. As they see people in a small village, but they seem a little stupid, as you might say, Dexter. We seem to have stumbled on a world that has reverted to the point of no science and technology, as I have to show them how fire is made. Wow, that might have been the first time they've seen science. Just then, the Overlord's robotic minions appear, declaring that all science is prohibited when a hero shows up and destroys the machines.
Let there be fire for all!
Wow, he looks cool, but that dome. Oh, shut up. He explains why he has no hair, but look at that rugged beard, so I'm okay with the trade-off. Buff Dexter explains that he used to work for Mandark, but Mandark secretly stole Dexter's inventions and sold them for his own, and soon took over as the leader the future Dexter is scared of. But since you two left the Protocore, he became even more demented after accidentally turning the course flow to negative, warping his mind even more than it already has. Wow, Dexter, you really dropped the ball on that one. Didn't either of you think to grab the Protocore as you left, so it wouldn't get into the wrong hands? You know, the person that vowed to get said Protocore? That is easy for you to say, mister, watching it from when it already happened, but I didn't think of that at the time. I was too concerned about finding how cool I was in the future and, shut up! So as my future dug his way to freedom, Mandark destroyed the world and changed everyone to stupid idiots, and we make a plan to stop him in the laboratory. Oh yeah, this battle is going to be a big one. Oh yes it will, Hoots. And it seems that Mandark has changed for the worse. The four Dexters battle their way to Mandark while facing his mini minions. Wow, you guys work together as good as a Hoots. Well, of course we do. It is basically the same thing. All the Hoots are basically versions of you. They arrive to face Mandark as he brings different versions of himself to the battle as they have a funny battle.
You climb! You spaghetti! You nincompoop!
Man, this battle for the ages. Well, okay, that might be a bit of an overstatement. More like, for nerds, it's the nerd fight of the ages! Shut up, Hoot. It was an awesome fight and you know it. However, it seems that the Mandarks have taken the advantage and seem to be victorious when nerdy Dexter has had enough. And we see the beginning of Buff Dexter.
Oh my!
Wow, that must have been like your version of going Super Saiyan, huh? Sure, if you want to call it that, nerd. But think of it, number 12, throwing his label aside and embracing his true calling as Buff Dexter and beating the crowd of the Mandark. After Dexter beats up his version of Mandark and taking his glasses, which is funny how they both had the same prescription, they make a dash for the Protocore and set it back to positive and reverse the damage that Mandark has done. And Dexter pulls the Avengers and assemble to reach the core and stop the madness that Mandark has caused. It turns into a stalemate as our Dexter reaches for the button, cheered on by his future selves, when Dee Dee arrives just in time to push the button and saving the future.
Ooh, what does this button do?
Oh, so that's what Mandark lost his head over. Literally. See, I told you it was funny. But wait, it was a Dee Dee that saved the future?
I wanted to be the one who saved the future.
Angry that his thunder has been taken from him, the four Dexters crafted deadly robots to go back in time to destroy the one that saved the future, as they go back to their own times. As the Dexter from this time gets started cleaning up and gets started what will soon be Old Man Dexter's timeline. So that's why he doesn't remember. He didn't save the future. That and he's old. You know that is going to annoy the audience if you ask a question only for you to answer it later on. Shush, Dexter. We're nearing the end of the episode. Dexter returns to his time just in time to see himself destroy the same robots that arrived before his journey through time. Wait a minute. Those were the same robots they made in the future to destroy Dee Dee. So what you're saying is, well, I'll let Dexter explain.
That means when I came back too far back before I ever left. So I must have come 9, or they were... Oh, forget it. Time travel hurts on my brain.
In other words, Dexter was the one that sent the robots in the first place to destroy the one that saved the future, not realizing that we're sent to destroy Dee Dee. So Dexter, assuming the robots were transforming to destroy him, destroys his own robots and went through time to find the Dexter that never existed. And when they find out that Dee Dee was the one that saved the future, they made the robots that started all of this, and the paradox begins and ends. However, there is a way you can avoid all of this. And how would you have stopped them, Hoots? Well, if I was there, I would have stopped Dee Dee from even accidentally walking in the time machine to begin with. Since Dee Dee shows up right after the fight with the robots, you sent them to the future. All you would have had to have done was either humor what your sister had to have said, or stop her before she walked in the time machine. Then the cycle would have never have happened, Dee Dee wouldn't have shown up at the end, and you would have had your hero's moment. Or you would have failed and everything would have been worse than it was. What a Schrodinger's cat situation we got here, huh, Dexter? Oh, what do you know? You're just a know-it-all owl who thinks they can solve everything because they have the hindsight of seeing the episodes instead of being there in the moment like I was. Well, it takes a know-it-all to know one, huh, Dexter? And I don't want it any other way. The special ends with Dexter enjoying a jelly sandwich and milk as Dee Dee walks in, Dexter taking his food to another room, leaving her confused. Well, my fellow Hooties, that was Dexter's Lab episode, Ego Trip. What do you guys think? Let me know what you thought of this special and the review. Is it on your favorite episodes list? As always, your opinions and feedback mean a lot, and I can't thank you enough for all your support. Hopefully you're seeing this on the last day of September, and at the latest October 1st. I can't wait to get started on Hoottober and the reviews for Hootoween. And thank you, Dexter, for letting me stay in the laboratory for September. You are more than welcome, and I cannot wait to see you and your fellow Hooties next September for the next Dexter's Lab month. I might pop in from time to time during one of your future reviews, if I want to. Now, with that being said, it was good seeing you, but get out of my laboratory. See you next year. It's good to be back. What are these plans doing here? How to stop war with the League of Evil and Team Rick? I'll just put this away for Yumi to get later. I'm exhausted from Dexter's Lab Month. Hope you enjoyed Dexter's Lab Month, and I can't wait for Hoottober. I'll see you then. And when you visit the Owlery again, and I give my hoot in the dark. This has been Dexter's Lab Month. Thanks for watching Dexter's Lab Month. Don't forget to like, share with your fam, and subscribe today to join the Parliament of Hoots. Don't forget to check out my other social medias like Twitch, where I live stream video games in between my reviews, Instagram, Twitter, and my PlayStation Network account. Check out these 2 videos, it'll take you to more of my content. And until then, I'll see you when you visit Dexter's Lab for Dexter's Lab Month. And I give my hoot in the dark.